Hey guys, so Benefit recently expanded their bronzer line and they sent me all of the shades to share with you guys. So I thought today I would do swatches and try on of the different shades of bronzer since I have nowhere I need to be today. So if you guys are curious to see the different shades in the Benefit bronzer line, then just keep watching. Okay, so the packaging looks like this, but it has gotten a bit sleeker. It used to be a quite deep box. You can see that they have, they've made it quite a bit shorter, flatter, whatever you want to say. So much easier to travel with. So the first shade I have is Hoola Light. Sweep this light matte bronzer all over your face for a natural looking glow. So the boxes are cardboard for reference. They have a small mirror inside and a square pan, and they do tell you what they are inside in case for some reason your sticker comes off. Never had that happen, but right here, you can barely see it on my skin. So it probably wouldn't bronze me up much, but if you are lighter than me, that might be a nice option. Next, let's do the Hoola Original. This one says matte bronzer. Again, it doesn't say anything else. It doesn't say anything about tone. Again, mirror, and it says Hoola. And this is the original, the beloved. I feel like everyone had Benefit Hoola about 6 years ago. Okay, so we've got Hoola Light. We have the original right here. Next, we have Hoola Caramel, which is a medium deep matte bronzer. Looks a bit warmer. That actually looks really pretty on the hand. Next, we have Hoola Toasted, which says deep matte bronzer. There is the shade. Again, it says Hoola Toasted inside. So we have light, Hoola, caramel, and toasted, but we're not done. Finally, we have Hoola Glow, and it is described as a super fine shimmer bronzer to give you a lit from within look. And this one came with a little sparkly brush, which I never use for applying bronzer, but still cute. And inside it says Hoola Glow, and you can kind of see the shimmer. This one's a bit harder to get into because it's a deeper box. It does have ever so slight of a sheen. I would compare this to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer where it has like a sheen, but it isn't shiny. This actually looks like the perfect shade for me, but we'll start with this one and see if it shows up on my skin tone. Okay, so we'll start off with the Hoola Light, and I'm just using a Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush. I'm not expecting this one to show up a whole lot, but maybe I'll be surprised. Okay, it is giving me like a slightly deeper tone of pale. Not a whole lot, so I don't think this is gonna work for my skin tone. But if you have a lighter skin tone, this shade here would probably work really well for you. I have it on my forehead right now. Very, very slight. So let's move on to Hoola. I'm gonna use the same brush just because it was so light it barely showed up as it was. So here is Hoola Original. And I'm gonna try cheekbones over here. You can see that easily. Okay, so here is Hoola Original, and it's quite a bit more orange than I remember. Maybe it's because I've used so many other bronzers that I've fallen in love with since this one. This one just seems very orange on me. Here it is right here, Hoola Original, and on my cheeks. I don't love it as much as I used to. Moving on to Caramel, which I suspect will be like straight up Cheeto on me, but we will try it. I will try the cheekbone. I feel like that's easier to correct. As suspected, it looks very, very orange on me. Obviously not the right tone and color for my skin tone, but here you go. You have your caramel. I've cleaned off my brush. Now let's try the darkest one, Toasted, which I know is going to be way too dark for me. It is a deep bronzer, and I do not have deep skin. Actually, I kind of really like this color. It has more of like a reddish undertone, so it looks more like a natural sunburn, suntan color. So while it does look a bit intense first applied, it does blend out and give you that really beautiful, warm, reddish bronze look, which I like. So we had light, Hoola, caramel, and Toasted. And so far, I like Toasted the best, surprisingly. So now let's go in with Hoola Glow and see if any of these matte areas become glowy. I'm going to start over the light one just because there's barely any color there and see what happens. Definitely provides more color. I'd say a very, very soft, subtle glow. There's really not much to it. I feel like this might be an excellent finishing powder instead of like a bronzer. It looks intense here, but so does the Essence Pure Nude Highlight. It looks like an intense brown when you swatch it. Let me swatch it for reference. Okay, maybe not. In the pan, it looks darker. This is the Hoola one. This is the Essence one. I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole lot of glow. I thought there would be more glow with this color, this powder. I'm just kind of dusting it everywhere to see what happens. I mean, I do see some glow on my forehead, but I also have a like glowy SPF on under my foundation and a glowy hyaluronic tinted serum foundation from L'Oreal. So, I don't know, but so far, I'm actually liking these the best. Like this one is like a finishing powder for me, and this one is that like imitation sunburn, suntan product for me, even though it looks really dark and really intimidating in the pan. Once you blend it out, it just kind of gives me that like warm tan color. Obviously that's a finger swatch, not diffused with a brush, but these are the two that I'm liking right now, and that's really surprising. So again, we had light here, original Hoola, caramel, Toasted, and the glow one. Don't mind the Essence one at the bottom. So hopefully this will give you an idea of which one is right for your skin tone. I feel like if you are worried about leaning too warm, I would say go with the light. Or if you prefer more of that natural, like sun-kissed, almost red tone, perhaps go with Toasted and just really buff it out. Those would be my suggestions. These two are a bit too orange for me. I'm really sad because I remember really loving this one. Maybe I applied it a little bit too heavily. Maybe I'll try that on a different day, but definitely don't go with caramel if you're worried about looking orange. So there are the swatches and a try on of all 5 of the Benefit bronzers. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.